Hello? How you doing? Think they'd like it if I'm just in here with all these sick people and I'm just looting their crap? Yeah.
Well, this stuff will come in
Bedroll,
handy.
there we go. Can break that down for some cloth. Ooh, Sasquatch. You can burn it. Now, can you actually do anything with that book? It's a unique book, it looks like. No, it doesn't look like it. Is it like a key item? It had a weight to it, so I'd assume it's not a key item. Maybe it is. We sort by weight. We should be able to find it. No, it's... I don't see it anymore. I hope it isn't weighing me down. Alright, let's go talk to the guy over here. They clearly want me to. They put a light on him, which means he's important in game design speak. There's one thing I remember hearing about is that when you're a game designer and you want a player to notice something, you need to light it up. You know, put a light on it.
I'll take it.
But see, as a game player, you don't necessarily want to go forward without getting all the cool secrets. So then you end up just ignoring the, you know, the lit up thing anyway. Don't mind me just stealing your pots and pans.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Like, I just got finished saying that I don't need things. Now I'm doing it again. This is my problem with these kind of games. Alright, we keep the good stuff locked up, it looks like. Ooh, a real knife.
I'll take it.
I will say this little community center is new, by the way. This wasn't here last time I played. Alright. Let me just dump all this crap on your floor. I don't need two of those. I don't need this pot. Let's drop it here. Okay.
Oh, hello. Did you come from the crash site like the others? All the cots are taken, but you can sit by the fire and warm up a bit.
Crash site? How did you know about
The crash site. Don't you remember? Another one suffering from shock, maybe.
I crashed, but days ago. I'm far from here.
No. You crashed yesterday. In the hills. A terrible crashing sound. I even heard it over the howling blizzard. Don't you remember?
Listen, I'm sorry. You must be mistaken. I crashed, but not here.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Well, please stay and warm yourself by the fire until we can figure out where you belong.
What is this place?
This is the old community hall in Thompson's Crossing. We gathered people here when the weather started turning bad. 4 days ago? The houses became too cold, and it seemed better to bring everyone under one roof. Then yesterday, the crash survivors started showing up.
So, these people are all survivors of a crash?
Well, most of them, yes. There were maybe half a dozen people in and around the town site when the blizzard first hit. Over the past day or so, the rest have slowly arrived. Most of them from the crash site.
What crashed?
A passenger airliner, best I can tell. Most of the people who arrived were too weak to talk about it. But judging by the thundering sound and the size of the fire on the hills, whatever crashed up there, it must have been something big.
Right, okay.
Are you sure you don't remember the crash?
So this is, I believe, the plane that crashes up on Timberwolf Mountain. There hasn't really been a ton of story about that yet, although I'm guessing this is where it kind of comes into the single-player story.
How long do you think this weather will last?
You're not from around here, are you? Whoever named this area Pleasant Valley had a pretty good sense of humor. We get some of the harshest weather on all of Great Bear.
But it's worse than usual?
Yes. Another storm blew through about a few weeks ago. The worst I've seen in years. Blocked the roads, in and out. I'm afraid we're stuck here until the road's clear.
Will someone come to check on the town? Clear the roads so you can get out?
I don't think so. Not anymore. We'll have to wait for nature to take its course.
But what will happen to all these people?
Well, they'll probably
Honestly,
die.
I'm not sure. We're down to our last food. We can melt snow for water, but that will only get us so far. And this time of year, there's always another blizzard around the corner. Things might be different if
Yeah, this
the
place
power
kind of
hadn't
sounds
gone
like it
out.
sucks. Why do you guys live here?
The best thing we can do is try to keep these people warm and fed, and then we'll see what the Lord has in store. You seem disoriented, but you're in much better shape than the others. Maybe you can help us.
I'm a doctor. I can have a look at the survivors and see how to help them.
That sounds like a good place to start. Once you've had a chance to check on them, come back, and we can try to figure out what can be done for them.
Yeah, but I'm not the healing people doctor. I'm like the lab doctor. So not exactly helpful. You think it'd be upsetting if I went and just started like repairing my clothes while they're all over here coughing to death, dying? Yeah, I'm just gonna hide back here for a moment. I don't know if daytime's gonna keep on progressing or not. Let's see if any of these clothes I should be swapping out. That is a little bit warmer. Although the windbreaker's good for blocking the wind. It's also a decent amount heavier. So we'll probably not wear that. That's not really good either. These... Okay, well those are good. We'll wear those. So the rest of the clothes we're going to break down. Yeah, this is the exciting part of the game where you just tear up clothes into strips and use them to fix your other clothes. Does, I think, look like time is still progressing? I'm not sure. That might the time might actually not be progressing right now. Yeah, okay. I guess I'm safe to keep repairing things. They're probably going to do that from time to time in the story. Just because, if it keeps changing day to night, that's going to kind of mess up some of the sequences of stuff in certain areas. No, actually, I think time is progressing. Sorry. Anyway, we'll stop at the close there. Okay. Let's go talk to the people. We're gonna wrap it up before long, but we'll start talking to some people here, see how they're feeling. You good, Winston?
I'll see if I can help.
What you need, Mr. Winston? He just needs time and bed rest. He's also gonna have some, lowered health over time, but that doesn't bother us. I guess you're dead. I'm assuming if nothing shows up on you, you're just dead. Bennett. What has Bennett got?
Let's see what's wrong here.
Bennett's got a concussion. Needs more time in bed rest. Okay. We're doing great as a doctor here. We figured out that we can do nothing for these people so far. Okay, Chloe.
Easy. Just gonna see if I can help.
Chloe also has hypothermia. Once again, nothing we can do for her. Alright, we're 3 for 3 as a life-saving doctor. Franklin here.
Let's see what's wrong here.
Has a concussion. Eric.
This might be serious.
You need some water. We got water. You want some water? Drink it, nerd.
Feeling better now?
Alright, we have fixed Eric, I think. Pt.3.
Let's see what's wrong here.
He's got diabetes. I do not have any insulin. Good luck. Demetes, whatever your name was. You're gonna need it. So, yeah, everyone just needs rest except for that one guy. He needs insulin. And I gave somebody some water.
I've had a look at the survivors. Most are in fairly good condition given the circumstances.
These were the lucky ones.
Oh, yeah, the other ones just died.
You'll find the ones who were less fortunate in the
Oh, we keep the bodies in the
May
basement.
God take mercy on their souls. They died from their injuries, or were found dead. We put them downstairs to keep the bodies cold. And also,
Keep the wolves away.
there are wolves around, you see.
Yes, I've seen them. I think I can find most of what these survivors need, but there is a diabetic in the group. They're gonna need insulin, and soon. Do you know where I might find some?
That's bad news. No, I don't.
This survivor has type 1 diabetes. That means their body can't produce insulin. If they don't get it, they'll eventually go into shock and probably die.
Well, then we need to find some. And soon, before the blizzard becomes too powerful to even risk going outside. I need to remain with the survivors, minister to them. But you can go and look for the medicine they
Yeah,
need.
that sounds good, Father Thomas.
I will. Any suggestions you have would be very useful.
Most of the surrounding houses will be empty. But you may find some of the minor supplies you need to treat the survivors. The diabetic came in from the plane crash. A day, maybe 2 days ago. So, your best chance to find their insulin will probably be to find their luggage at the crash site.
Well, how will I know which luggage is theirs?
You'll have to search everything you find and hope for the best.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Okay. You keep an eye on everyone, and I'll be back as soon as I can.
Thank you for your help.
I'm hoping this is like a 20-person
One more
flight
thing.
and not like a, you know,
Yes.
150-person
Many
flight?
of these survivors are in bad shape. From the crash, it's true. But I've seen this sort of thing before. People need hope to survive. And if they can't have hope, they need some closure. People here, many of them weren't traveling alone. They're broken-hearted, worried sick about their loved ones.
And their loved
feeling
ones are
guilty.
probably dead.
Why did they survive when others didn't? You can help them find some closure. But chances are searching the crash site won't be a pleasant experience.
I've seen death before.
Yes, you're a doctor, so you understand the fragility of human life. The fragility of the human spirit is more my domain. For the ones who've lost loved ones, if you can bring them some closure, that will help to start their healing process.
Yes, it's well known that the mind and body are inextricably linked.
If you encounter any artifacts, any information that would help to identify those who did not survive the crash, that information might be a salve to these poor broken souls. Then perhaps they'll have a chance to face tomorrow.
I'll do what I can to find IDs, documents, anything that can help identify the people who didn't make it.
In turn, take this, my child.
Oh, I'm not religious. Please, keep it.
It's not for you. Please, humor me.
I don't understand.
At least until I can minister to those souls myself. Having you carry this rosary while you investigate the crash site, it would bring an old priest some comfort. It will be the closest thing to my being able to pray for them.
I mean, no disrespect, Father, but do you really believe this will help?
Perhaps in the end, faith is all we have.
I'm gonna go see if I can find your dead relatives. Hello? How do you know I'm here?
So, you're still alive?
How did you know I was here?
So far,
Have you
yeah.
just been calling every phone
There
that you
are
know?
people in town who won't be if I don't get going.
You heading up to the plane crash?
How'd you know that?
You risked your life to come here to help some sick people.
How do you know
You
that?
helped me when I was stuck in the barn. You're a doctor. You're not gonna leave a bunch of crash survivors to die in the cold.
I would like to help the crash victims, yes.
I wouldn't get your hopes up. A few days in this weather and with the wolves prowling? Doubt you'll find anyone alive out there.
Let's hope you're wrong.
Yeah, well... I left you a little present.
Look, I'm not sure.
Relax. You have to trust someone, right?
Would you trust someone with a dead body in their basement?
Fair point. But if you want to live, check out the trunk of that blue sedan over by the swing set.
Well, okay. Thanks, I guess.
Watch out for those wolves.
I don't know if you're the good person here or not. Alright, we're gonna wrap it up pretty soon. However, I do want to check out that trunk really quick. I'm a little curious about it. Let's manage our weight again really quick. Let's see. We don't need that much cloth. We'll drop off some of that. When we eat that fish, that'll definitely reduce the weight a little bit. Maybe we don't need that much of that. And we probably don't need both of these knives. And as we eat some of this food, we'll drop a little bit of weight as well. We're really close. I'd like to get... Let's see. If I repair something... Oh yeah, I guess we can drop that. That'll help. If I repair these socks... That might be enough weight to get us down. There we go. And it'll go right back up once we open the trunk, but whatever. Let's go out there and check real quick. I'm guessing we're probably not going all the way to Timberwolf Mountain, because that's really far away from here, I think. It's at least in another region, if nothing else, so there might be a plane crash closer to this area. That's just for the story. Okay, blue sedan, swing sets. Hi.
That can't be good.
Timberwolf morale. Timberwolf packs have morale indicated by the meter. Timberwolf morale can be broken by shooting or throwing things at them. Back up! Freaking wolves! Oh, they don't care about... They don't care. Alright. They don't care about the flares. It's a new mechanic. Got him! Haha! Feel like we don't want to leave this to waste. Let's harvest this.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Alright, blue sedan. Where are we looking? That's us. It's the other side of this. We are really smelly right now, so if any wolves are near here, they're gonna smell us real good, so we'll probably want to drop all this food off or cook it in the community center over there. Ooh, it's dark in here. I think this rural store is normally in the normal survival map I'm used to. And it's usually really good for picking up lots of, you know, food and drinks and stuff. By the way, those energy drinks, I think they're new. I don't know if they were here last time I played, or I recorded, I should say. Those things, I would say, are not worth it. I should have read that note. Oh, I bet that note's talking about a bunker. We'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, so there's little energy drinks. You drink them.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
And I think you can run at max speed. And you get unlimited stamina for, I don't know, 30 seconds or so. And then your stamina, after that, like, time period, your stamina drops to 0. And so I find it pretty bad, because whatever you were running from now can, like, pretty much instantly catch up. Like, it would only be useful if you're almost at your destination and there's a bunch of wolves around, maybe? But if you're, let's say, in the middle of nowhere and you're getting chased by a wolf, completely useless. Because if you use it, you are going to get chased by everything. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, the Timberwolf thing seems like it's going to be a reoccurring event to me. But on the plus side, I guess that means reoccurring food, probably. And they're throwing me so many handgun bullets, there's not really a reason to use the flares. Normal wolves, when you hit them up with a flare, they generally run away. I think if you get too close to them... Okay. If you get too close to them, then they will attack you, potentially. But generally speaking, they don't. Wow. You guys would have like an open-air market? It's kind of cold for it. Got some soda that's frozen solid. Someone just left a rifle cartridge out here. That sounds safe. Okay, that keeps happening too, by the way. That when you hit weird bits of geometry, the character keeps doing this kind of weird crouch, I've noticed. Don't need a pry bar. I already have one of those. There's a sedan, I believe. Maybe. Nah, the sedans? Oh, there's the playground. So not this one, but we'll hit it up anyway since we're here. See, normally the way that I would end up playing this kind of thing is I would go to... You usually want to find one building, usually the one that has a workbench or, you know, the best stove or some place that you want to actually be near. You turn that into your home base, and then you kind of go... This is if you're trying to survive. You go to all the little nearby buildings, take all the supplies and bring them back to your home base, because you can't carry that much stuff at once. The problem is if you load yourself... I like this town. I want to explore it some more when it's daytime.
Some more help from Molly.
Marine flare. And it may ward off a
These
timber
work.
wolf. 5 of them. Alright. Guess they're not scared of regular flares. See, I could use these marine flares. Or I could shoot the freaking wolf in the face like I did. That seems to work pretty well to me. Yeah, once it hits daytime, which I'm not going to do in this episode, we'll do it next episode. I think I'm going to explore this town some more. I like it. It looks interesting. There's a little church right there. I think there's a kind of a fishing hut near the water. It's definitely better than Milton. Milton was kind of a boring looking town. It was a little crossroads looking thing, which I guess for small towns is about average. It was actually a fairly decent sized settlement, about the size of Milton, if not a little bit bigger. Old mining town. Looked like it had a basement too, like he was mentioning, though I couldn't actually go into it. Yeah, I need to go in here and cook this food so that it doesn't smell as bad and I can actually use it. And I need to. I want to read that document as well. So let me see if I can cook on this one. Okay, cool. So you can cook here. And I think you get 2 cooking slots. Alright. So let's go take a look. I think the document's actually under this. Bunker, right. This old guy is struck off who knows where, but there's bound to be some gear left behind. Anyway, we're out of options M. There's a bunker somewhere I could potentially find. Oh, I got a lot of weight on me. These people really sound like they're in some bad shape. Okay, we get lots of food. That's where some of our weight's coming from right now. Okay, so I'm going to leave it off for there. Hope you guys are enjoying, though. Like I said, I've played this game on and off over the past, you know, couple of years. Oh, that's a lot of weight. Let's keep 2 of those. I played this game on and off over the past 2 years, and I do really like it. It's a lot of fun. I want to say that this cooking thing is a new thing since the last time I played it while recording. But, yeah, I still really like this game, you know, and I think, while they definitely have some, I will say the survival mode is excellent, and the story mode was alright. So I'm hoping that this one's a little bit better and that they've worked on it. That being said, I still do really like it. So, I'm going to save here. Let's see, new save? Sure. And we'll come back here next time. I guess, what's our objective? Let me look at that. We got to locate the downed airliner. Oh, we can apparently go check out a Sasquatch? That's kind of cool. Oh. I guess I could have looked at that a little bit more. Maybe I didn't investigate that enough. There's the plane. There's the bunker. Okay. So maybe I should be picking up all these books then. They look like they're leading to side quests. That's kind of cool. I'd like to check out some of these side quests. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time for some more of The Long Dark. Bye.